Central Zone. The Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as an institution recognizes that no security architecture can succeed without clear understanding of local dynamics and peculiarities of security occurrences across the country. And our security challenges are rooted in the realities of our communities' economic deprivations, porous borders, proliferation of small arms and light weapons, environmental degradation, youth unemployment, weak governance structure, and in some cases, historic grievances which have not been properly and sufficiently addressed. This summit therefore offers a unique platform for robust deliberations geared towards profiling probable, actionable solutions that will mitigate the security challenges. We are here today to listen to security experts, traditional rulers, community leaders, civil society organizations, and those directly affected by the very threats that this summit seeks to address, and of course, critical stakeholders. Let me also emphasize that national security is not solely the responsibility of military or security agencies alone. It is a shared responsibility. Therefore, communities must be vigilant and state governments must continue to invest in local security initiatives. The private sector also has a role to play through strategic partnership and support, and the federal government must continue to reform, modernize, and strengthen our security institutions. We are not here to listen to historical evolution of insecurity. We are here to listen to you on what security challenges that you face here in North Central, and then make recommendations for what solutions that you think can mitigate the incidence of insecurity. Because we believe in organizing this summit along zonal platforms, that the aggregation of opinions and ideas from the grassroots and the people who are directly affected by insecurity will form the foundation for a more enduring security policy in this country.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome all of you to this very important occasion, the public hearing of the Senate Ad-Hoc Committee on National Security. We in Plateau State have had our fair share of these terrible occurrences which have left a trail of deaths and destruction. As a country, Nigeria is forced to come to terms with the realities of insurgency and terror in terms of the dynamics of their emergence and changing patterns, representing the single most potent threat to both human and national security in Nigeria. Plateau State, as an ethnically and religiously diverse state, was christened the home of peace and tourism because of its rich history and legacy as the melting pot of diversity. The eruption of violent conflicts in the state is linked to a range of factors, including increased competition over access to land and political power, as well as population dynamics that put communities under undue pressure. These have had devastating consequences on the livelihood, economy, and security of our state and its citizens. The scale, complexity, and persistence of insecurity across Plateau State is quite evident to the extent that about 420 communities were attacked, with nearly 12,000 lives lost and countless livelihoods destroyed between 2001 and May 2025. The humanitarian, economic, and social toll is profound. The evidence reveals that most of the deadly attacks were neither random nor isolated, but appear deliberate, coordinated, and sustained by multiple factors pursuing economic, territorial, religious, and political agendas. I am confident that this initiative, among others, will contribute immensely in finding lasting solutions to this national calamity that has befallen us. It is therefore my singular honor and privilege to declare this National Security Summit open.
The federal government of Nigeria should strengthen and decentralize the security architecture as it relates to internal security management to ensure the maintenance of law and order across our communities. Some of the implementation strategies here are to carry out constitutional review, to provide for national, state, local government and community policing structures to be under the direct supervision of the federal, state, local and world level authorities respectively. Resettlement and community resilience measures. One of the critical challenges confronting us in Plateau State and other states in the North Central is the displacement of our people, of our communities. And in line with its primary duty to promote security and well-being of all citizens, the federal government of Nigeria should address the huge problem of internal displacement across the country, especially in the north. Implementation strategies. Set up a comprehensive resettlement program for all IDPs with special measures to return and to compensate all IDPs, as well as providing housing, schools, hospital, water, roads, transport systems, and other amenities to ensure that all communities live in peace, build community resilience, and carry out productive socio-economic activities without threat or danger. To return all ancestral lands grabbed by means of armed attacks on our communities in the Middle Belt, in the North, and then the federal government should criminalize land grabbing as an offense with legal consequences, including recruitment.
So the issue of land grabbing that is going on, because in Plateau State, where the crisis has taken very long time, and people are tending where they feel they are secure. So everybody is a victim of land grabbing. So please, we should judiciously come and return everybody to his original place of abode, because the Fulanis are scattered everywhere because of this crisis. They are in IDP camps outside even this state. So please, we are with the submission that people should be returned to where they belong. And I'm calling people of Plateau State, let us build trust. Because if there is no trust, there is no amount of intervention that will solve this problem. So let's build our trust, let's be our brothers keepers, let's call criminals criminals. The level of profiling of the Fulani people are making the innocent and peace-loving Fulani people to fall victim.
What is the cause of this security problem? It is clearly identified. Mieti Allah has stood up here to confirm the fact that besides the fact that they have a group of Fulani, they have criminal Fulanis. And these criminal Fulanis have gone bizarre, and they are the ones killing people without even a reason for doing that. He is talking about land grabbing, which is one of the major issues. Over 160 communities of Plateau State have been sacked, and nobody is resident there but the Fulanis. If they want to take over or to come into communities, there are legitimate ways of doing that, and that is not happening. And I want to say that I don't want to bore you with details, because a body of the frontline communities who are affected by this have and figures. And as leaders, we want to confirm that we are in tune with the write-up and we follow it accordingly. What are my immediate suggestions? The Constitution of Nigeria must be reviewed. The governor of a state must not just be dressed as a chief security officer, but must be given authority. No governor will be given, you cannot come and train somebody as a soldier and you will not give him a gun. You cannot train somebody, put a uniform on him and say, go to the battlefield without the necessary equipment. This is how the governors are made. And we want to say that the governor